Hi, I'm Ilya from Bitskout, and in this short video, I wanted to show you a very interesting use cases that we've built for ourselves as well, that allows you to kind of nail the relationships with the reporters. And what do I mean by that? There is a very good newsletter called Help a Reporter Out, which I think should be on the table of every marketer or growth specialist. And it basically has lots of queries. Journalists ask different questions and split between topics. So let me find, and this is the query. For instance, that you can answer. And if your answer is satisfying and it's on topic and according to the requirements, you might have a possibility to be featured in an article. So this is a very good way for you to get in front of the journalists with your ideas and with your expertise. But the biggest problem is that it's actually a lot. There are 3 emails per day, and there are sometimes up to 80 or even 180 queries in one email. It's very difficult to track this. Now, obviously, you do not probably have time to put a full team to just track the queries, and it's not very productive. And for that, we have created an automation that allows you to extract each query, understand what it's about, and create a custom topic. So, for instance, analyze this query and understand based on your criteria whether this topic is for you or not. And this is what we call a press monitoring dashboard, the thing that it works in real time, and this is how it looks like. I removed the email, so it's not visible here, but it allows you to build a kind of a dashboard that allows you to see different things, and also allows you to break down things per topic in a chart that you can see. You can also kind of break down, filter out every chart per custom fields. For instance, here you see total tax per media outlet, and maybe you can select, so you can filter this out by only the category by only biotech. Okay, and you will see which media outlets are talking about biotech. Okay, and you can see it like that. So it allows you to get a very good picture of what is going on and also build trends, because journalists, they ask about, and if you track it correctly using topics, you can build trends and understand, let's say, what is the next thing you should be focusing on in your marketing efforts and etc., and your keywords and etc. Okay, now this is how it works. It's not a very complicated dashboard, and to demonstrate you how to set it up, I created a very simple Zapier scenario that just analyzes my email, and we'll go over this scenario in the next part of the video. So if you're not interested in learning how to do that and just want to get this thing into my account, just let us know, and we will do that. But if you're interested to building this yourself and figuring out how it works and maybe get some insight of how Zapier works, feel free to continue with the video. So now our first thing is we need to create a trigger, which is new email matching search. Okay, pretty clear. Now here, what you can do, what I did is I added also a subject, high-tech queries, because now we're going to be testing this. And it's like, it's gonna, if I run it for a normal email, not filtering only high-tech queries, it will give me 180 tasks, and it will just take a lot of time for us to see how it works. Now, you can remove this filter or add filter to your own category. So, sorry, let me test it. Okay. And then the next thing is looping. So why? Let's have a look again at the email. So actually each query is split by this sign. So it's basically a kind of a separator. And that's what we need to do. We need to get each query separately. And that because that's what Bitskout will run. It will read one query, it will not read the whole email. So that's why we create a loop. And in this loop, this is a text delimiter. I took it directly from my email. And we also start from 1. It's an iteration, and I add 500 iterations. So you can put here 100, and it means if there are more than 100 queries, you will only grab 100 queries. Okay, that's the limitation. Okay, let's continue. Let's retest it. Okay, so the problem with the first query is that it has the index. Okay, so we're gonna skip it by using a filter. Okay, so I'm not gonna analyze the first query because the first query is the index. It's not the first query. Okay, so let's continue starting from a second, and here we run a Bitskout plugin, and this plugin is called Press Monitoring. Now, how does this plugin works? In very simple manner. You have our templates here, and you have a marketing, and you have a template called Help a Reporter Out. So if you click on details, you will see what it does. Okay, and you will see here a video, and we'll also add Asana video here, and also you can test it. So what it does is basically takes a query and gets this data into a formatted. Okay, here it is. So now we can press use template, choose Zapier, next, and give it a name. I already created the template, here it is. So let's continue, let's retest the action. Okay. This is our data. Let's continue. Now the next step is figuring out the topic. The figuring out the topic is a categorization plugin. Okay. What does this mean? It basically means that I gave a lot of examples here, and I gave a label per each example, and then the AI picks it up. You can give examples and give the topic of your own choice, so you can decide what is the topic by yourself. And of course, we're going to fix this UI bug that you see. But this allows you to kind of classify the query in your own way, so you can react more faster to things that really matter for you. Okay, this is not an automated query decision. You need to give examples for the system to understand what you want. And basically, that's what we do. We run a plugin to a query so we can get a topic. And here it is. Let it run. So yeah, this is our topic. And the last step is creating Asana task. So basically, you map these things into Asana. And depending on how you structured your Asana project, it can be different fields. But let's run it, and what will happen is we'll have a task here. Well, it's the first time, and so here it is, and this is our task. So again, I'm not writing emails. So here we are. We also write the full query. So as you can see, then depending on the category and the topic, you can assign it to a different team. But this way, you can track all these queries coming in using Asana project. You can build other automations on top of that, splitting topics, understanding what's going on, building trends, building keywords, extracting keywords from queries, and etc. But this all allows you to have at your glance the information about what the reporters are interested in from a single source called HARO Newsletter. And if you use it in a manner that is relevant for your topic and for your startup or for your company, it can be really a game changer for your business. So feel free to send us any questions, and if you're interested in to do that, and you have questions, just ping us via chat or by email. Thanks a lot.